YouTube land. I can't see where that camera is. So the don't do it thing. Everybody had been talking about all these different armed protests that I've heard so far. Everybody's been talking about them for a month now or something. All these state capitals and everything. And I would say probably not recommended. I don't think that I would do it. There's too much going on. Something might end up happening. Hard. It's so hard to talk lately, man. It's so hard to talk, say what you want, but not exactly say it the right way. But there's too much going on. There could be something crazy that ends up happening, and I just don't think you want to get involved. I think it's just the wrong time. They might blow something out of proportion, or they might say something that didn't happen or did, or I would just tell you, don't even get involved. What's going on, everybody? First time here, don't forget to subscribe. We're just talking about the events of starting tomorrow and right through next week, at some point next week. And they look like they were set up. It looks like kind of a setup event. So I don't think. I mean, I'm recommending people not to go. Just you don't want to get caught in something that happened or didn't happen or gets twisted in any kind of a way. I've been hearing a lot of people too say don't even listen to the news no more. Just shut it off for now. It's just too much. Everybody's losing it. Yep. I stole one of them little energy drinks. That's pretty good. But I did have one thing I want to show you. Stanley London. And this is a gift from the wife. Comes with like a little paperwork, tell you how to use it and everything. Whatever. But she got it engraved for me for our anniversary. Just had an anniversary recently. Oh, I don't know how I'm going to be able to show it on there. Is it good enough? It says always survive on it. I thought that was pretty cool. It says 2020. And that thing really shimmers off of there. You can see. You can kind of see. Either way. Pop it open. And that is a compass. Kind of like the emblem for the channel there. And it says only the strong survive. And it says my name and her name. 2020. Blah, blah, blah. But, yes, that's it. Cool little thing. Had to show it off. It's like, yeah, why not? Think about putting a little, paracord, tie it to something, and then hook it into a pack so I don't lose it. It does seem to work actually fairly well. It's not too cheap. I don't know if you can tell on there. It's all right. Looks pretty sharp. It's probably too fancy for me. That's what I told her. I said, why you give me something so fancy looking? I'm gonna dent it up and bang it and ruin it. It's all unscripted and everything. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that. Look, I still got it in the box. I didn't even put the paracord on there. I didn't even. I don't even know which bag I'm gonna put it in. But I'll put it in something that I don't know. I can keep it inside. Well, not like that, but something where I don't completely destroy it. So the main talk that I was trying to do was basically telling everybody not to go do anything crazy tomorrow. Nothing. I wouldn't go to any protest or anything like that. It could get turned all around, and I'm just trying to let everybody know I'm not going anywhere. Well, I got work to do, and we actually have a concealed carry class tomorrow. I'll be an assistant with the Homestead Survivalist, and one of our buddies that we know, getting that extra teaching time in, trying to as much as possible, as we should be all fully certified up a few more weekends here, and I don't plan on going anywhere unless I have to. Too many crazy people out there. Yeah, it's gonna be, I think, a pretty wacky couple of days. You gotta kind of watch out what I say so nothing gets cut off on here. But I think the chance for some sort of a civil unrest type issue, whether it's planned or unplanned or rigged, or I don't know exactly how you'd say it, but there's a good chance for it, and that's like a SHTF scenario that you could personally be caught in if you're in the wrong spot, or if you. Oh man, all summer long it was a mess over here where I'm at. Protests and stuff. All this whole year's been messed up. So I'm just trying to pre-warn everybody. Like, I don't think I'd go if I were you. I know a couple of people that have gone to a few of them in the past few weeks, but this one was a little bit different. I saw it on even on TikTok. I saw it, and it was like a resist something, and I didn't know if it was going to end up being something that someone else had set up besides like a Patriot style group or something. If it was like a Antifa setup thing that was like, I don't know, like, you gotta watch what you say. You can't say the flag events or anything like that, because if you say it a certain way, it will it'll kick the video off. Isn't that ridiculous? I can't even say what that's called because they'll kick the video off. Yeah, I don't know. That's what everything's turning into, though. Everything's insane amount of propaganda, and it's all being, everything's so messed up. Hope you guys are still buying food. As you can see, I didn't take all these cans back up yet. I just left them all down here from the other day. I think there's one missing. I think that big, huge can, she made like a green bean casserole or something. I think that's what she stole it from, because there's a whole bunch of green bean casserole. But yeah, I've been out working my second job. I actually just got home, and and I ran out of water in the car, in the front seat of the car, and I always keep like an emergency like energy drink or something like that. And I haven't been drinking them too much, but anyways, my main thing was pretty much just to say, keep going with everything, keep active, and man, ammunition too. Everything's so messed up right now. I'm gonna be not shooting much tomorrow. I'm gonna be helping with the instruction part, but man, I'd love to go shooting a little bit more. Just restock our canned goods this week. Sweet. Yes, and we ended up getting more. We eat a fair amount, but not a crazy amount. So it's already kind of in our diet. Like these, I'm pulling these things up. Good thing I didn't take them down. Like the mixed vegetable stuff. I eat that, and I know the kids eat that fruit cocktail stuff all the time. And then between tuna and, I think they eat less of that beefaroni stuff, because I think we got more of that than anything right now. And they don't eat too much of that beef stew. Once in a while, I'll snag one of those things and bring it to work or whatever. And that seems to be pretty nice for me. It gives me something, you usually can't eat that whole stinking can. Those things are pretty fat too. I don't even remember what this thing is. And I know the sodium's not good. Yes, whoa, the sodium, 990, 43% of your daily value or something. Yeah, it's over a pound. Huh? I don't know. Maybe I could eat it. Eat it with crackers or something like that. I won't be able to work the rest of the day, Going comatose from the food. So I don't know what you guys' plans are for the weekend. I'm pretty much laying low. Sit chilly. Oh, feels to make you move. Yeah, well, man, if we get stuck I'm just hoping and praying for the best. I just don't want to. We had enough in the past. What has it been? 9, 10 months, whatever it's been now. I don't even know. March or something, right? April. I can't even remember it. Everything's been so messed up. But yeah, I would probably. That's probably what. Sit chilly kind of a thing. Yeah, just relax for the weekend. I don't know. Stay kind of close to home. I mean, my second job that I do is pretty much pretty local. I won't be surprised if a little happens this week. Yeah, hey, nothing might happen at all. I don't know. I don't know too many people who are even going to be going anywhere that I've heard of. Everybody pretty much, even on YouTube's like, don't go anywhere. This could be one of those, okay. So it sounds like, I mean, I don't know who would set it up. Man, you got to watch what you say, because, yeah, I don't know. I don't know who would set it up or who would end up going and who they would pretend to be, right? and then cause an issue, and it would cause what do they call that? Like a cover over here for action, kind of like a they're gonna have to do something now because of this. You know what I mean? And when nothing really happened, or when it was set up to happen, so now they have to take all the black weapons because they're bad or something, and anything with pistol grips on it, right? So yeah, hopefully nothing happens. I hope everything just goes smooth all the way around, and someday, which I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna end up going. You want someday for stuff to go kind of back to normal, but you don't know exactly how that's gonna be or how it's gonna turn out. I hear even government stacking food. That's a good reason. If they're doing it, you should do it. Um, Everybody's talking about the crops again this year. I don't know. We haven't had really any snow out by us, so the precipitation is just pretty low. Everything altogether, get more stuff. I know the ammo. Man, I keep going back to the ammo. I've been kind of aggravated this week because I've been trying to figure out, okay, if I do, and if I do end up getting the Hellcat or whatever, about a week from now or so, I'll probably end up picking that up. I'm probably just gonna get it. I I really, really want it. But after that, like, what's my next move? Like, I've got enough 9mm. I mean, I'd like to get more, obviously, because I'd like to shoot more often. But down in San Antonio, we had some snow the other day. Wow. Where's the little nuggets that are being put out? Yeah, storm of the bay now. Unpredictable. Yeah, get the Hellcat. Yeah, I know. I want to get the Hellcat. It's used. I didn't get to see it. I just got the guy's number now, too, so I'll probably end up grabbing it next weekend. I'm going to get it, but I was trying to think of how to... I might have to do another video or something and write it down or something, and like a way to budget for myself, because no matter what, I feel like I'm not going to have enough food. I've got plenty of ways to get the water, so I'm not as worried about that. The shelter thing, hopefully, will be okay. And ammunition. So like if I wanted to try to put money into a couple different spots, I got another pack now for Christmas, and kind of set that up as a little fight pack. Maybe not on a live stream. Maybe I'll show that thing, because I can't touch pretty much anything on there for a live stream. This is just random. I was just like, yeah, just got back. Maybe I'll do a live stream real quick, and I wanted to show off that little compass there that I got for my anniversary. But I think, how to budget between when they talk this Great Reset and they talk this the World Economic Forum. You kind of don't know what to do with your cash. Not saying that I have much extra cash lately. I see the food prices kind of going up. Look today, I think chicken's up 5%, and I forget what beef they said. Beef was almost 15% or something like that. So I'm trying to budget, and ammunition's up triple or whatever, right? So I'm trying to budget. If you only have $100, whether that's once a week or that's every 2 weeks or that's once a month, where's the best spot that I could put that into? Filling in the gaps. I usually say it something like that, but doing some sort of a budget so that I have a set direction, like. Because usually what happens to me is I got the $100. If I trip over any kind of bullet on the way to the grocery store, I'm buying it. I'm like, ooh, bullets, and I'm like, oh man, I just spent like $80 on bullets, and now I have $20 for what, more ramen noodles or something like that. It seems like I don't get the chance to do it. Even maybe I might have to be a little bit more disciplined in that area. But the ammunition is just so, like, if I see it for any reason, I'm grabbing a 308. Yes, sir. Review coming soon. Yeah, we have to videotape that. I forgot about videotaping it, but that's, I did find that 308 ammo. What was that, yesterday? 2 days ago? I found 308 ammo, and it was like $21 a box, I think, and that was 7.62 by 5.1. Something about buying ammo. That's so satisfying. I know. And then even if I'm not shooting it, like, I just bought that 308 and I threw it in my ammo can, the one, because I got some space in the one ammo can in the vehicle for any time if oh man, I found 3 boxes of 9. I throw them in there. I'm like, yeah, I got it. But like, my money's gone. It is very satisfying. I know it's like that food insurance, so this is your self defense insurance, or, um, and a chance to shoot again sometime. I might do a little bit tomorrow, but it's man, and it's so fun. We did some last weekend, and as painful as it is, I mean, it's like 70 cents a round for 223 556 there, and it's 70 75. Yeah, depending on where you find it, and if you're so you pop off 30 rounds of that, and you're going, oh man, every 10 rounds was like 7. But you fill a magazine up. So it's irritating to me for the most part, but I'm sure we'll come through it eventually. I don't see it. I don't know how long it's really going to go on for. There are like 10 million new gun owners or whatever, so it's gonna be a minute, I would think, on the ammo, but I would definitely, yeah. I don't even know what to say about the ammo no more. I keep getting jammed up on the ammo. I'm like, no, not the ammo. Anything but the ammo. Can't do this to me. It's like my favorite pastime. Well, I like boxing around and stuff too, and I've been missing that. I guess our state's supposed to be opening up. Found some 7.62 by 5.1 they're selling about an ammo can. Yeah, and the ones I got were what? They're just over $1. I mean, what's that come out to? $10.05, I think I paid per round. 7.62 by 5.1. I don't even remember which one it was. Winchester. I'm not completely sure, but it was. I had to get it. I don't know. I don't know. We might need these things, you you got to grab it when you get a chance to. And man, they had about 100 boxes. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. It was just like, yeah, And then they didn't have any AR ammo, no 22. And I stopped to 1, 2, 3. I stopped at 3 different spots. Just driving around, bouncing around, had some time to kill. The spots aren't too far apart. The one spot there shares a parking lot with another spot, and they're not ammo-based companies or anything like that, but they still do carry ammunition. So, they you park over here and you drive down just through the parking lot, and you can hit the other spot. Like, I might as well stop in there too, even though this place usually doesn't really have anything. And there was the 308 ammo. So it's worth looking around here and there. I just, go try to make a few hundred extra bucks every week, and it eats up my whole weekend. It eats up almost every night after work, and then I feel like I don't get the additional food all the time. I might come up with bullets here and there, overpriced bullets, some of them, but I'm not getting any of the food, so I should be on a better budget with that. But as far as this weekend and the next few days, I don't know, this whole next week, hopefully, like you said, hopefully it's nice and relaxed and everybody just lays low, but I just got kind of a shitty feeling about it. Something cuckoo might happen. Seeds and indoor growing is much cheaper. Yeah. Yes, it is. I have 556 green tips, $6.99 for 500. What? Yeah, don't do that. Ammo Seek, and then I think Ammo Seek was probably the best. I did see the M855s. I want to say they were 700. Yeah, that is ridiculous. I want to say I think it was $700 a case. So you're getting double that online, and some of them had free shipping too. And that was pretty sure that was on Ammo Seek. I'm trying to think of where else I saw it more recently. I know on Ammo Seek has it, and then they have some too that's I think $600, but it wasn't like the green tip. It was no 62 grain. It was like tall or wolf maybe, and I think that was 600 a case, something like that. So it's steel case ammo, so as long as you don't mind it. shipping. Yeah, shipping or tax. Yep, that's true. Sometimes they want a ridiculous amount. I did get right this. It wasn't even this spring. It was like this summer maybe. I got 2 cases of 7.62 by 3.9 for the mini Draco there, and I split it when one buddy bought a case. I bought a case, and it was free shipping, and it was I think there was no tax. I want to say there was no tax. I think it was $500 even, and that stuff's going for $450 now. I think a case. Yeah, ridiculous. That's can't even have fun with that stuff right now. And then I hear that they're going to be possibly doing some sort of a ban on the imports, which a local shop down by me, I guess I heard today from one of my friends who went down, he had put an AR pistol on layaway, like the one I have, the Palmetto State. And he said there was a pile of scorpions down there, the CZ scorpions, and if they do knock these imports off, they're probably going to go up through the roof. I wouldn't mind even getting another one, like a backup scorpion or something like that. But it cost me so much to set up. That was like when we had overtime, and I worked a lot of overtime to set that thing up with the binary trigger and everything. The trigger was $500, Franklin Armory, and he said they were down there, and I got a really good price on mine too, because they screwed up on the numbers on some of the other ones after I put mine on layaway, and I know the owner's son over there, and I talked to him. I was like, "Is there any reason why that one's cheaper than the one I just bought like last week?" Oh no! Oh, thanks for letting us know, because I guess they tagged him for what they bought him at, so he ended up giving me mine at a better price. So it was pretty nice. I ended up saving almost $100 on it or something like that. But now they're over here, and that was like I want to say that was $800. No, $800, and then he knocked it down to what he got it for, 7.25. I can't remember exactly what it was. But over here right now, they've got all the different colors. They got a whole pile of CZ Scorpions, and it made my mouth drool, but I'm trying to stay calm. But I think he said they were around $1,100. I'm like, oh man. Even from the 800, I did see a few months ago one that, for I think it was like 829. It was the gray one. They're supposed to be the most rare. That's why I don't even know what this Hellcat. See, now I'm all off topic. I started going on about guns, but either way, the Hellcat. I know they got that FDE color, that desert tan there. I kind of hope it's not that, but I guess I don't really care what color it is. I'd like a black one, and I'd like it without the cutout. I don't think I'll ever put a shot. My dad's got a Glock 34 with a Hollison, and I feel like I'm always tipping down to see into it. It was a lot better once you got out towards like 50 yards or something like that. I just hope this one's just like a basic, whatever, and maybe I could talk them down $50 or throw a box of 9 at him and be like, something like that, Because originally he was saying that they wanted to trade for 9mm ammo, and I didn't know that I wanted to trade that much 9. But if I can trade the 9 at, we'll say $25 a box for some brass 9 or something like that, might have been worth it a little bit more to me, because some of them I still got with tags on them for, I think, $6.75 that I paid for them, boxes of ammo. And they've all been well kept. Their climate control inside the ammo can, in the home, in the dwelling, right? But yeah, I'm gonna have to get that thing. Oh, and I can't do no live streams and be like, "Oh, look what I got." No, but I have to just take a regular video. The video that we did with the Hellcat was a guy that we know, and the Scorpion is the next person on my list. Wanting the gray one. They have it over here too, not too far from me. Oh, my uncle's got the gray one. That's the one I had shot originally before I got mine. And I figured, well, all my other guns are black. Let me get a black one. And it was, I think it was like $30 cheaper too. The gray one's pretty nice. I thought it looked pretty good with all the extra black stuff on it. You get the black brace like I got, and the magazines are black, so it's like this gray and black. I think it looks pretty good. It did look pretty good. I even looked at when they first came out, the Glock 43s. I tried to get a gray one of those. I ended up with the black one, as I thought that looked pretty good too with that. Black is a little less than the other colors. Yeah, I don't know why, but whatever. Mine works fine. I love that thing. And I've shot it a pretty good distance, 150-ish yards. And I've got an EO tech on it. And maybe I've been punched in the head too many times, but my right eye just kind of like gets, does one of these things when I'm trying to put that, what is it, 2 MOA dot on a 66% silhouette. 100 yards, not too bad. Once I back up, about $150. I'm not hitting every shot, not with that thing. I'm just, it's a 9mm. I don't think it's really dropping that much because I could still hit it pretty much right on. I'm kind of like aiming here or something like that on that 66%. You could hit it, you could hear it ping, it's a lot louder than a 22 hitting it at that distance. You could barely hear that thing ping, but it's not like the AR bang. It's a little bit different. Had $150 or something like that. The AR still cooking, but and that was my stomach. I don't know if you heard that. I'm gonna need food. I should have never drank this. I'll probably never sleep now. I'm gonna try to work kind of early in the morning, but what are you gonna do, right? But yeah, that's I guess that's about it. Unless you guys got anything you guys want to talk about. I'm looking for a bottle too. What's going on here? Everything's messed up down here, and I left all these cans up here. Around the whole night. You know what I need more of? I don't have too many more of these things left. And we only been camping a few times, and we ran out of charcoal. The one time I ended up cooking at the other place with some of these too, a couple different times, just for fun. I got them in 2-packs also. But I should get some more of those things. Just looked over on that. Oh, this year at some point, I gotta go with the Homestead Survivalist and go smoke some stuff with this thing. I had this thing for a while and I never even opened it. It was I think that was not this Christmas. That was the Christmas before I actually got that piece, and still haven't even tried it out or smoked anything. But I did get from one of the guys who works at a spot that does the venison up. I did get some venison sausage, the big fat stuff you cut chunks off with cheese and crackers and stuff. I just got a big block of that. I think it's like 5 pounds or something like that. Can't wait to have that. So, yeah, everybody stay safe the next few days. I might have, yum. Oh, I know, man. Can't wait to eat it. We'll do some pork on that. Hey, yeah, why not, man? That would be nice. Smoked pork, too. Yeah. Yeah, whatever it is, I don't care. We'll slice it up, throw it on there, smoke it up. I'm okay with that. Make a whole, day out of it or something, the next day. Camp out or something, whatever. But yeah, hopefully everybody stays safe this weekend. Stay safe the next week. Well, always stay safe, but this next week just seems like there's a lot of extra tension in the air, and I just wanted to say, stay away from crowds. You don't want to be thrown in on something, and that was the main reason for hopping on here, because I hadn't said anything since the other day, and I just really feel like whether it's something's going to happen or it's not going to happen, it'd be better off to not be around it or not be involved with it. And yeah, I guess that's it for now. Thanks for watching. I might hop on one of these next couple days. Maybe not tomorrow. I got so much tomorrow. We got a class tomorrow, and then I got side work morning and evening. If there's anything you guys would like to see, though, I'm gonna probably get a couple videos. I still got self-defense videos that, it wasn't even really self-defense. It was a little bit more combative, but we were freezing. It was one of the coldest days we had this winter, and we were out messing around, and I'm gonna have to go through that. Try to edit some of it, because it got a little bit ridiculous towards the end there, and we were freezing to death and laughing and the whole time. But I don't know, maybe we'll have to do something different. I don't know what kind of stuff you guys like seeing, but as long as it's not on live stream, I can still put it up. I usually get demonetized for it or whatever, and it's not like we really make any kind of money on the YouTube. It's just more of a thing where we get to try stuff out, and then yeah, I don't know, let everybody know what seems to work for us or what we had the best luck with. I really like doing the review stuff, but I've had a lot of fun lately doing the live streams because it's kind of just random and like off the hook. Just like I don't even know what to talk about. Well, drink more of these, you'll find something. You'll find, or just any kind of current event. So I guess have a good night and be safe, as they've been saying. The live streams are fun. Yeah, they are fun. I just feel like I run out of stuff to talk about, and then I got to watch what I say, even more so on the live stream because they got was got a pad and a pen down here. I wonder if I wrote this stuff down and went like that or something like that. If I'd still get kicked off, because that's the problem. Then you get kicked off. We've been on live now for like 30 minutes or something, and then you'll lose the whole video. The video's gone. It's over with. You have to go, I popped back on the one day. What was I doing? Oh, before I knew any better, mag changes or something like that. I was doing on a live stream with the kid, and yank, that thing was gone pretty quick. It took, and then I didn't even know what happened. I was, what's going on here? And so it's kind of hard on a live stream. They're fun because you get a little bit back and forth, and it's live. Or maybe I should start posting the videos when I post the videos, trying to do a premiere. But usually what I'm doing is I'm trying to like set a whole video up, and I haven't even had much time to do much of the editing or anything, and that's why I haven't gone through some of those combative videos. It's getting bad with demonetization and removing videos. Yeah. Real bad. And if you show a weapon, sometimes I'll get one that gets enough attention to it, and then it might pop up to a couple thousand views. But I mean, there's no cash to be made in that. If there's a weapon in it, it's even if there's a ad on it every, I don't even know, those couple thousand views, where you're gonna get 2 ads or something on that thing maybe, and not even a penny, and that's you're burning ammo to do that. What do you think about the camera drones for surveillance? See, I thought about that, and I don't see a problem with that. I know some of them are supposed to be registered now, so I don't know enough about that, because I always thought if you just took this thing where you were, or just walk 50 yards off from where you are, or whatever, wherever you wanted to do it, and send a camera, send a drone straight up 300 feet or whatever you need, and then just pan around in an area. You could see everything that's going around pretty close to your area, see if anything was coming. I think I would. I don't know that I'd spend. I don't know how much they cost now. The drones, really, $100 or something. I know they come down a lot in price, but could I have $100 more worth of food that I need? I guess you'd have to weigh it out as part of your security or defensive purpose, really, because that's what it'd be. You'd try to get a heads up. And is it going to be much better? Well, I guess if you flew it down the road, up higher or something, because you could see through a scope everywhere. You probably could if you threw that thing up and spun it around you for like 360 defense, right? That would probably work. So with a scope on top of a hill, right? So I'd probably, maybe if you could send it down far enough and launch it up. FCC license required for most drones, 100 to 1,200 for descent ones. Jeez. That's just for the license? That doesn't, yeah, I'm probably not doing that. Hey, if you can afford it, I guess, and you want to do it, I guess it wouldn't hurt. But that's a price. That's expensive. No, just for the drone. So wait a second. Oh, that's the license just for the drone? FCC license required for most drones. Oh, no. Oh, that's the price of the drone. $25 for the license. So 100 plus 25. I guess if you thought that you had enough of a spot that you wanted to try to see, I don't know how far a $100 drone goes. Does it go down a half a mile and up 200 feet or 300 feet? I don't know enough about drones. I'd probably have to find out. Or ask someone or who has one. I know one guy who used to get some real expensive drones for his YouTube channel, and he said they would go quite a distance. He could even set them up from here to here, and they could go back and forth and record in between that space. They'd follow, whatever he set them on, and they'd videotape back and forth on it. But he said once in a while they just fly right off. I mean, that was however long ago. It's been a couple years, I think, since he's had them. So, and he paid a couple $1,000, I think, for those a piece, and some of them just flew away. I don't know how far they flew. I know he found some of them. They might not have been as technology's always like doubling every year. So I don't know when the last time he lost one. It's probably been a couple years. I buy some pricey one and probably crash it. Neighbors, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're hard enough to fly. I tried one of those little ones. I don't know who had it. I can't remember. Someone I know had a little one. Oh, I think it was my dad got a small one, and it's got the 4 things on it. And I think that one had a camera. You could set it to your cell phone or on the pad. I don't know which one he had going. Either way, I mean, the wind comes by. You got it going like this, and the wind comes, it's like, and then you like overcompensate a little bit. That thing was gone. It was pretty ridiculous. It was, I don't know what to think about it. I hear one of them monkeys up there. I just heard one jump. I got monkeys in the floor upstairs. Yeah, anyways. What time at night is it in there? I hear someone jumping around up there. Jeez. You can set them up to follow you or run a grid. Yeah, that's what he was doing. He was setting them up and had it videotaping the one way and had it going between the 2 spots. And I guess, I mean, for a perimeter idea, defensive perimeter idea, I don't see why not, but I don't know. Could I, if I found ammunition and I had $125 on me, I'd probably buy the bullets, I guess. It's all preference. You might have enough bullets. I don't ever feel like I have enough bullets. It doesn't matter. I probably won't. If they ever come back into full steam ahead again, I'll probably still, it was a lot easier, too, because you could just go buy 10 boxes. Even if I got stuck paying $8 for 9mm, I could go buy 10 boxes, half a case, 500 rounds. I could just tuck 250 rounds and then had 250 rounds to go train with. It wasn't like, if I'm lucky, I can get 2 or 3 boxes right now, and if I take one of them out, I have so much fun. I feel like I got something done, but it's not enough. You can only dry fire so much. I hate my holster on my Glock. I need to get a new holster. And you can shoot the 50 rounds. You can get some practice in. It never feels like it's enough. And then afterwards, right now, you're like, oh, man, that cost me a few bucks to do that. Or to replace it. Even if you shoot the ones that still say like $6.75 on them, you don't feel so bad. Or $8 or even $10 right now. You're like, oh. Yeah, I bought this for $10. Yeah, I'm gonna go shoot it off, but then you're like, to replace that, it's gonna be $30, or $25. Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot of money. I don't know what everybody was supposed to be bringing with them tomorrow. I don't know if those were all like a pistol thing, or everybody was going full out on those supposed armed protests. But yeah, man. Too much to do, too much to think about there. That's not going to be good for you. Yeah, that's a lot of money for that drone too. I don't know, man. I guess if you have everything else, right? If you have enough food, I don't even know what's enough food. When you think about it, if you have 6 months, I hear one of the monkeys coming down the stairs. Oh yeah, why would you know that, right? Yeah, come on, quick, monkey. Don't bang into everything right there. What are you doing? This is ridiculous. Yeah, sorry everybody. Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, okay, go away. Look what you're doing to me.
Wait,
6 months at least.
No one
yeah,
said hi to me?
that's what I was saying. No one said hi to you. Well, you come by and knock the camera around and go, hey. Yeah,
Hey,
so
who's
it's that
that?
high. It's the mountain bike.
I don't
Mountain
know
bike
who that.
TX. No, you don't know who that is. It's from Texas.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay. See ya.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, bye. Monkey. That kid's a monkey. Stop banging around up there. Drive me nuts. Yeah, 6 months. I would say 6 months is a pretty good, pretty solid. Because it doesn't matter what time of the year you're in at 6 months. If something popped off in December, by the time your 6 months is up, and then you could also trap and hunt some venison or some squirrels or something, something to go along with that food. Get you through until spring, but spring too. I mean, if something happened in spring, you're still waiting for your crop. 6 months is probably a pretty good, solid. That's a solid base. So okay, once you have 6 months of food, and then how much ammo should you have for your sidearm? Come on, homestead survivalist. Got to say something like what, 1,000 rounds for a sidearm? That doesn't give you any ammo to practice with. And then your main weapon, I guess, depends on where you live and how much you want to practice with that. I would probably 1,500 rounds, you think, for 9? Okay. And for the AR, go back and forth. See what he says. See what he says. 5 times that, maybe? You're probably going to want at least 5 times for your main weapon. Do you think that things would start to get back to normal within 6 months? But look at us now. And that's the thing. Yeah, nothing's... Yeah, we're going to be going on 5,000 rounds. Yeah, that's a little better, right? Oh, as a minimum. So once you get to that... Oh, jeez. Yeah. I don't see why not. How much 22? Yeah, but you think things would get better after the 6 months. But if you're stuck for 6 months, to at least have that insurance, like if I lose my job next week, I know I don't have to pay for food for 6 months. 5,000 for 22. So that will give you what? Oh, 1,150 rounds total. I mean, that's like 10 crazy firefights or something, right? so if you don't have enough food, because how crazy would stuff really get, right? So if you don't have enough food, you might not live long enough to use all that ammo anyways, right? I'm starting to get delusional. I'm tired. Even though I'm drinking this thing, I'm like half sleeping. But what was I just talking about? There was the 6 months back to normal. Yeah, look at us now. That's a good point. It's been a lot longer than 6 months, and this was more like a nicer scenario than a Mad Max issue. So Mad Max issue, you might want to bump up your numbers on your ammunition, but still, I mean, food. You know what I liked watching? I watched it actually with that little monkey who came down here. Was like, hey, she does that hey thing or whatever, right? But we watched that Book of Eli. Yeah, that Book of Eli. There was like no water anywhere and no food. Some bullets here and there. I guess some people did have bullets still at that point in that apocalyptic video. That was pretty good. That was a pretty good movie. Really, it was interesting. That was and he did some good. There's some good combatives in there. He chopped one dude's hand off. I thought that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. The kid liked it. I haven't seen that. I wanted to see Greenland. I haven't seen that. If you had World War III, it would take years to come back from. If you had civil unrest, I think a year or two, like full-blown civil unrest or civil war-ish type stuff. Yeah, I haven't seen that movie though. Never know. You could be stuck like John Wick or something, and then you just need to like triple that amount of ammo you were just talking about, because that dude just he gets stuck. What's the body count on one of those movies? Depending on the degree of unrest, I could see that. Yeah. Let's hope. Let's hope none of that happens. I don't know. That would be horrible. That would really just suck. nobody's working. Maybe the power goes out. Everything gets shut down for 6 months. It would take how long to rebuild everything? Just get stuff back to flowing more of normal. When power goes out, the gasoline's gone. Everything's any kind of power situation. I could see that, you know, after a couple weeks of not having it on, how long would it take to get back on? And for whatever reason, it goes off. Uh, but I could see people knocking stuff like that out, and then yeah, you're stuck. Like a grid goes down or something. Who knows how long? I had one time in New York when I was still over there. My first daughter was born that year, and we had a power outage, and then like the Northeast grid went out, and it was gee, I don't remember if it was like a Monday or something like that, and I don't think it came on until I don't know if it was 10 days. I know we just went grocery shopping that weekend too. I was so mad about that. First thing I did was run to the corner store, got some ice, and started packing the couple coolers I had. And then sitting there thinking to myself, and got a hold of my boss, and he's like, "Well, we ain't gonna be able to work." I was doing construction then without power, so we'll just all get back in touch, after the fact. And then we had landlines then, because I don't even think I had a cell phone when that happened. She was just born. We're coming up on almost 19 years ago that ended up happening. So we had landlines, and we could still call out and everything. So maybe I had a cell phone. I don't even think I had a cell phone. But I used to like drinking some beers. So I was like, why not? Have a couple buddies over, we can all hang out and drink beers. I'm thinking to myself, well, the stores around the corner are running off of generators. How long are they gonna have beer? How long is it gonna be cold for? And then you're, running back to the store. And at that time, the debit cards weren't so big. 19 years ago or something. Everything wasn't just swipe it. You had cash on you, so it didn't really matter to you much. Okay, the power's down. You can't use a debit machine. What model Glock do you carry and practice with? Right now, a Glock 17. I have a Gen 5 right now. Came with the OEM night sights on it. And that's my like go to war pistol. But it's also my carry. I've got a really Kydex that goes real tight right to my side, so it's not bad. You know what I don't like about it? I know I was just telling a story about something else, about the power going out and drinking beer, right? Okay, that's pretty much over. But that was a horrible situation. I mean, there was people crashing in windows everywhere. Once all the lights went out and nobody could get a hold of the police or anything, the whole place went nuts. They were crashing stores, and I don't know why, but people were like smashing in windows of the stores and grabbing clothes. Like, I don't know, maybe I don't, didn't make sense to me. I'm worried about eating, and these people are like, look at them shoes, smash. But that Kydex I have for my Glock is just really uncomfortable. My issue with it is it's so close to me. It doesn't print at all. It's so easy to walk around. I have no problems. Nobody can really tell or notice anything. But I feel like if I'm in a situation with that thing, even if I take it out of the holster, I can move a little bit better on that side. I could dip if I had to. If I got stuck, I'd rather try to verbally shut everything down. Yeah, I know your holster you have was 10 times better than the one I have. He has an internal one. It's got a Kydex on the one side. I think that one you could wear on the outside also, right? And it has leather on the inside part, so it wasn't so bad. The thing is with the Glock 17 is it's so big on me. Yeah, okay, yeah, so I had the leather. Uh, it's so in comparison to like that little Hellcat, and I was carrying a Glock 43 for quite some time. I don't. The Glock 43 is never had a problem with it. Everything seemed to work perfect with it, but the round count difference on the Springfield in comparison to the Glock, it's what double. It's just over double, and the trigger's better, and the sights were better. So that's probably what I'm going to go to. I'm going to see if I can even get a sticky holster for it. I used to, when I first moved out here, I got a couple different guns, pistols, trying to figure out what I really wanted to carry. And one of them was Smith & Wesson Bodyguard. And it was a 380. That was kind of the problem for me, but it was also like, the trigger was like, you know. So it was like a hammer in there coming all the way back and hitting this thing, and try to do a follow up, bang bang, you're like chest head, without trying. I mean, it could be a good thing, I guess. You just pull the trigger real fast, and it seemed like I could never get it, and I didn't have as much experience, and I've only been shooting pistols now for, I've been here for 7 years, so probably more so about 6 years. And in the beginning, I didn't have a whole lot of idea of the recoil and everything. But going back to the 17, carrying it, um, I feel like, a normal confrontation. I actually just had a verbal confrontation this evening, actually about 6 o'clock. That wasn't too cool. But I would keep it as verbal as I can, and I'm trying to leave and get away from the situation. My next line of defense is probably going to be, you can give them a knock, or you can lock them up, or whatever's going to end up happening. But I'd rather be physical with my hands than just shooting anybody that you end up having a problem with. That's just crazy. I'd rather not. I mean, it's just too much, So I feel like when I've got the holster on, and just say we're gonna box or something like that, there's nothing I could say to this guy. He's not stopping. He's still coming forward. Trying to push away. Now he takes a swing. Okay, so I'm gonna dip. So I'm gonna dip, and this thing, I can't even dip all the way because it's stuck. I'm leaning on the top of it. So I guess that's my main thing with that holster that I do have, and I just don't want to feel like every time I'm out and there's a confrontation, say I got one of the kids with me, I don't want to have to draw my weapon because I feel like I can't defend myself with my hands. So I'd prefer maybe get a sticky holster for that little Hellcat, throw it in there. Hopefully it fits in the pocket okay. The flush mag was still 11+1, and my hands still fit on it. And the 13+1 was barely a difference, just a little bit. It was enough, though. I mean, for the second mag I shot out of the thing, I was like, ping, 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 ping. Oh, it's like that quick. And it wasn't like hopping all over on me. I didn't really try. I didn't really push into it. It was just more of like, here's a Hellcat, and I'm going to put a few rounds on something. You guys can see what it looks like, and see how the function is on everything. So, and there was no problems with that thing. I didn't have any problems with the guy I tried his with. I actually know a couple people that carry that now, and one of the guys, see tomorrow, I might try to get a couple rounds out of his weapon with it or something again tomorrow. I think he actually has 2. I can't remember, but that's his new carry piece, and he was carrying, I don't remember what he said before that. I forget what it was. Maybe a 19 or something like that. 19X thing or 43X. I can't remember what he said, but yeah, that's going to be hopefully the next piece. And that would be when I had that little bodyguard in my pocket, and if I left it unracked, which is not always, I guess depending on where I am and what I'm doing, it might not have it racked. If you don't have it racked and it was in your pocket, it's like having a wallet in your pocket. And that thing was like really thin. I don't even remember what that thing held, 6 rounds or something like that. It was really thin. So you could still box around, you could still move around. It was like you didn't have anything in your pocket, and it was actually kind of nice. And it was really lightweight. So I'm hoping the Springfield's going to be just like that, where I can get it into my pocket, and I feel like I could still move around. I could run away from a situation if I had to. I wouldn't feel so stuck and like, oh man, what am I gonna do now? I mean, as long as we're standing straight, and as long as I don't have to dip, I guess, or even maybe flip someone, or if you get stuck grappling with someone with something like that and you can't bend on the one side, no problems dipping on this side because I'm holding it. And I tried moving it back even a little bit further, so it was not so much digging into my side when I was dipping, but I feel like I'm like starting to reach all the way back, and it's just too much for me. I feel like I'll be losing time if I did have to draw it out. But yeah, 6 months of food. We just went over that, right? And that led to all this. The whole thing. and that power outage we had over there. Yeah, I didn't know how long that was going to take to come back up. Nobody knew. We just knew it was down. Maybe it was 10 days. I can't remember what year was that. 2002. 2002. She was born 2002. Yeah. Little man says, "Hi, Uncle Andy." Hey. Hi, Xander. I said your name on YouTube. You know, pew, pew, pew. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, see, the kid loves it. Every time I see him, he's a boom, boom. Yeah, now he says gun. Gun, gun. Yeah, the kid's gonna be like his dad and his Uncle Andy. You want to go shoot all the time. Got him Nerf guns for his birthday. His dad's getting him laser tag guns. The kid's just he's loaded right now. He said, "I miss you, gun, gun, LOL." I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. You should be sleeping right now. I don't even know what time it is. It's probably 11 o'clock or something right now. It's got to be. It's been almost an hour now. Hope everybody's having fun. If you're new here, you can subscribe. I like to go on live once in a while for the heck of it. It's kind of fun. It's not bad. I got the mountain bike. What's that? Okay, bye. Got mountain bike TX on here. I did see him comment on there a few times. He's great to talk to. Homestead survivalist. Yeah, it's fun. Talk. Anybody's got any questions or ideas about anything or anything you want to say, we'll go back and forth. I like it. The main reason, I know there's a couple more people on here now, the main reason that I was posting this video up originally was to say, you know, none of the armed protests tomorrow. Don't go to any of those and try to stay away. It looks like there could be something too crazy. I know everybody wants to kind of flex and that whole show of force thing, but I don't even know, like I said in the beginning of this, that it's an actual, I don't know what group is putting it on. It's kind of one of those things, kind of like a random thing, and it could be like a event that gets over publicized for wrong reasons or something. Man, I hate not being able to talk the right way. But, anyways, hope everybody's having fun. I'm probably about to shut it down now. I'll let you know by next week for sure if I get one. I enjoy these smaller live streams. Not a huge group where your comments or questions are getting buried. Yeah, I've only had maybe one or two that ended up having quite a few people on them, and it seemed like it was going kind of quick. And then you're trying to catch up, and I'm trying to scroll down, trying to look and see what it says. And that was, yeah. I watch a lot of live streams that are like that too, and you're going, oh, what did he say? What did he say? And I'm trying to read it. It is a lot more back and forth, a lot easier when there's a lot less people on, definitely. Definitely. And my channel's not very big, and I'm not usually, I would say the last couple weeks anyways, I've been doing more so live streams. It's just been getting too hard to go out and shoot, and then it's been getting to that colder time, and I'm always freezing. I don't know why I'm always so cold. I get out there and do stuff for a little while, but then I'm like, oh, okay, cool, you know, I'm done. This is more like friends hanging out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, which is fine with me. I'm having fun. I don't even know what I would be doing right now if I wasn't on live. I'd probably be on a computer watching a YouTube video or something like that. But this also helps not just you or not just me, like anybody who comes in and sees this stuff later. Yeah, there you go. And it helps us, anybody who has any ideas or any questions or any thoughts on anything, you could pop them up on a smaller group instead of like that quick zip, zip, zip. You know what I think? And you try to get on that one question and it's gone already. It's nice. Yeah, it's nice because then I get to hear your guys' opinion. I get to see what price of ammo you guys are getting when you can find it, and then I tell you what I end up finding and any experiences with any type of civil unrest type stuff. I know we had a time once. Here's another one. I was like, I want to say I was like 16 or something like that, and at this point I was living right outside of the Bronx in New York, and I can't remember why those riots were back then. but I was on the volunteer ambulance corps. So, you know, I learned my first aid and got my dispatching badge and CPR. It was a good thing for, you know, 16-year-old kid who's not in like the best neighborhood, that, you know, you get to learn something and you're not just out on the streets doing whatever. I used to skateboard a lot when I was younger, so I didn't really menace stuff too bad, just kind of like skateboarded around, and then was on the ambulance corps. This is like story time. But we had an incident over there. There was, I forget why those riots were now. Is that like around a Rodney King time or something like that? Maybe. I can't remember. Maybe it was, oh, when was that? 16, man, I'm getting old. I got a birthday coming up in a couple of weeks. 16. I was like 20 something years ago. Man, I'm getting old. That was 20 something years. That was 20. What would that be? 24, 5 to 6, 26 years ago, almost 27 years ago, or something like that. And we had just like flash mobs or little riot scenes that went on, and we had someone. And I remember my mom told me, you know, you got to be careful when you go down there tonight. And okay, because it was kind of like right downtown where the ambulance corps was. And I get there. I was there for about 5 minutes. Some big fight broke out down on the other side of the street, and we heard all the calls coming in, and they said they probably need an ambulance there or something. We didn't even get out to the garage part there and usually we do a checklist of everything. I didn't even get a chance for any of that. There was already someone banging on the back door. We didn't know what was going on, so everyone ran out to the back door, and there was a whole bunch of people running by the back. But I don't know if they were chasing this one dude or not, but he got stabbed like 100 and something times, and he was banging on the door. This dude's just dripping in blood and stuff. And that was like crazy flash mob incident you wouldn't want to be around if you were. I don't know what happened to that dude. That was just, yeah. I don't know where I got onto that. Oh, civil unrest. Yeah, any type of situation like that. That was not a long-term thing. I don't know if that was a week or something, or a few days. I can't really remember. I didn't really think about it as much back then. You know, it wasn't like a situation now where I would think about it like, oh, wow, the power's out. Now I'm thinking like, now I've got kids. I got kids that were my age when that happened. That's gonna hurt. Yeah, that dude actually ended up living too. They ended up plugging him right up, right there before they even drove him out. They got him pretty much plugged up. 150 something times or whatever he got stabbed. I can't even remember. That was a mess. I just remember that dude was covered head to toe. He got beaten on pretty good it was 2 minutes after I heard the call on the radios. Maybe, I don't even know if it was 2 minutes. Crazy. Yeah, that was crazy. That was just out of nowhere. And that was one thing I didn't like about over there in comparison to where I'm at now. I don't see I've been in a couple crazy parts of the city that I'm in right now where, you know, something like that might be able to happen, or some, I don't know if it would be a flash mobby thing. I know over the summertime when they were all protesting and stuff coming up the road, and I got stuck in a spot when I had the oldest with me. I was coming down, there's like 3 lanes going down, and it's just turning into the city, and then there was nothing but people walking up, and I had to try to find a spot to cut out and go on. But that one wasn't as chaotic as, I mean, there was times over there when I was younger and I was in the bar or whatever, it would just be perfectly fine. It was a pretty normal atmosphere, and someone would and then just the whole place would blow up. That was how it was over there. Stuff was like, bam, it's go time. Oh, man, I remember that. Too much. The younger days. See, I'm getting old. I need energy drinks to stay up till midnight. It's ridiculous, right? I wish I just had another soda in there. Y'all have a good night. Be safe and aware of your surroundings. Yes, sir. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, Xander. If you saw me again. See them in the morning. Yeah, he's got a 308 that he just, scope just came in for. Got to run over and grab rings, and then we'll probably end up doing a video on that at some point. Bye. I'm sitting here drinking coffee like it's morning. Yeah, right? I shouldn't be drinking this thing right now. I'll probably still pass right out today. It has been a long day, and now that my job doesn't have the overtime, I feel like the 8 hours that I'm there is actually it feels longer than when I was doing 10-hour days for some reason. 11-hour days, 10-hour days, 12-hour days. I think the minimums I was usually doing was probably about 11. It was so busy that it seemed like we could never catch up, and then everything just went, stopped. Yeah, that's horrible. I literally went from, I think my total, I was doing like 7 days a week, like maybe 70, 75 hours, kind of pretty much steady, and right down to 40. Yeah, it was like half your pay, yank. So now I'm off doing side work after work. Yeah, I don't know if I was more tired then or if I wasn't. Sometimes I wake up feeling great now because I'm not waking up at 1:45 in the morning anymore. I'm waking up at 5 in the morning. It's just a few hours difference, so I can stay up a little bit later. And I was going to bed at 8:30 or something at night every night. Like, yeah, didn't want to. And I'm not a morning person. I'd rather just stay up all night usually. But a day like today, the day just dragged. The first 3 or 4 hours seemed like they went smooth. The last 4 hours or so of my day today was just putt, putt. Look over at the clock. It's only been 5 minutes. I hate days like that. And then I've been watching the with all this economic uh, economic uh, forums there, world forums. Still watching a little bit of Bitcoin here and there. I like a bunch of the little altcoins, not as much the Bitcoin. I just don't have the cash to throw at it. I mean, you could buy $10 at a time. Yeah, I understand that. But this thing's like bam, bam, bam. And if you're doing it for ammo money or something, ooh, be careful. But yeah, I looked at a little bit of that today. I'm watching the stock market today, and yeah, today just dragged. I got out of work and I did about 4 hours. Wife had an appointment, so I run her over there to her appointment. Then I did my side work for about 4 hours. It's been a day. Yeah, here now for a little over an hour. But this has been fun. I have had fun. Thank you, everyone. It's nice to go back and forth. It's nice to hear stuff. It's nice to see what everybody's doing, how they're doing it, and coming up with some ideas like Homestead Survivalist was talking about. Yeah, have at least for your sidearm 1,500 rounds. It give us something to talk about and somewhere to try to fit a balance in, and then talking about everybody being safe for at least the next week with all these extra National Guard and everything that's going on. Nobody really knows how this weekend's gonna go. I mean, there could be a flash incident tomorrow, boom, and then I would hope to be able to hop on live or something and say something like, "Hey, my area's messed up. Everybody, I don't know what your area looks like right now, but it's nice to get that back and forth." And I might say something like, "I'm leaving the city right now." If something got that bad. I don't know that will. I think it was mostly capital stuff tomorrow, and the capital. I don't live close to the capital, so I should be all right. It's just I don't. When you see that many troops and you see all the stuff, it seems that how much ammo and how many mags are commonly asked questions. Yeah, ammo and mags. Yeah. Magazines. I don't know how many you carry for your sidearm. My 17, I have a total of 4 magazines for it. The one in and then the 3 out. I do have external mag holder. And that thing too, there's another thing when you dip it on the one side. If I was wearing that and it wasn't far enough to the front, see, but even if it's to the front, it's gonna poke on me. It's not bad when you're just on a flat range or we're just out shooting. It's not bad to run around with that kind of stuff. Yeah, we're about an hour or so from Austin. So, yeah, let alone, yeah. Big cities and the capitals, and yeah, it could be crazy. The thing I was saying was just saying about the magazines for the Glock 17. I've got that one. I had a double, and it was like a paddle holster kind of. held 2 mags. I snapped that thing and whatever. I didn't get another one. I got a single one. Just that much easier for me. And on my EDC pack, I have I can put that inside there if I'm not carrying it inside the one pouch. And then I have 2 more on the other side. I have a spare mag holder, but I usually don't wear it just because it's usually inconvenience. Yeah. And uncomfortable. And that's where I feel like the Springfield will help me out again to like where I was with the Glock 43, where I could just carry it. It was like never in the way. Never in the way. Same with that little what did I say it was? Smith & Wesson Bodyguard. Never in a way. The thing was always just, tucked, no problems. Had an extra mag or two. It was not an inconvenience. It wasn't in the way of anything. How many mags do you carry? You said you sometimes don't carry that one, right? So you at least got the one in. And then I carry that little EDC pouch with me pretty much everywhere I go, along with my fight bag, scorpion bag, whatever you want to call it. Usually with me in and out when I go in and out of the house, got in the vehicle, wherever I'm going. So I've got the extra magazines right there on the pistol. And for the main weapon system of mid-range or something like that, I guess you'd say it like that. Usually magazines, the kid's got hers up here still. She's got her little LBV vest. And there's 6 mags set up in that. I don't know if you can see that. Hooked on everything there. And it's crazy. This thing looks nuts, right? You see that? Nothing like the military LBV stuff, right? The piece that was on there was digging in the back of her head there. And my mom sews. So she hooked her up with a piece that's like padded. So now it doesn't really matter how much weight. The kid don't say boo about it now, but this one's these are double mag pouches. These are not like the ones I have on my vest upstairs, but yeah. And then we got them set up to. Okay, I wonder how I should probably not do this right now. I just thought about that. Anyways, probably shouldn't do that. I'm probably far enough into it, but. How many mags should you have for your main weapon? I know the nice pad is good, especially if you are going to be wearing it for a minute. Yeah, and that's the thing. The first time I went and got professional training was this past summer, the very first one, and it was a long day. That was like 8 a.m. to 9 p.m., something like that, and I had everything on me the whole time, and that was just a long day, and it was hot. That was the beginning of the summer or something like that, and I think it was like the heat index was like 104 or something like that. So you're like dripping sweat. It's no rain in the forecast for a while, and it was just so hot and humid, and just I don't know if it was humid. Was it humid? It was like that, not that stick. It was just a rough day. And I'm not used to carrying a rifle for 11 hours. And then, she's got 6 on there, plus her 1. That's her regular rig to roll with. And at the time I was trying to be, where was it? Where was the training at? The first place that I trained with was MDFI. It's a spot in Michigan. They do go down to Indiana also. It's they go all over the state. Yeah. MDFI it's called, and they go all over the state, and that's what got me into the training. I trained with the fighting for so many years. I love doing that kind of stuff. Myself, and the Homestead Survivalist. He had never gotten any professional training either. We got a buddy who was SWAT he's retired now. He retired. I think he was in for 30 years or something like that. So we had not professional training, but we've ran a lot of drills and stuff. But this was like the first one, and what were we talking about here? Magazines, man. I'm starting to lose it. But the magazines to carry, that professional training got me into it. I got a vest that holds 12 mags, and that's without any extra mag on the outside. It's more of like a chest rig kind of a setup. for the AR, and it's got Molly all over it and everything. Mine, I got a black one. She's got a camo one there. I only run like the 6 on the side usually. Sometimes I put my 3 mag holder if I'm gonna be doing something like where it was gonna be a Mad Max SHTF thing like that. I put the Scorpion mags on the outside of that Molly too. So I got the 6 mags plus the 3 mags for the Scorpion on the outside of it. It's really on the left side, but I've got a Glock on the other side while I'm running with the AR. But how many mags to have? I think it's something like the average soldier usually carries 7. Maybe it's 6 on them and 1 in the weapon. From what I've heard, not sure. Was never in the military. Know some people who were in the military, and it depended on what weapon they had. I guess my one buddy was Marine Recon, and he was a grenader there, a 203 grenader. That's something I need to work on. I just have vest carriers. Just need more pouches. Yeah, there is some incredible ones like those high speed gear, but they're like $50, and it comes with like an AR one and then a pistol one, or maybe a double AR one. They're called tacos. Those are real expensive. I went with I got a couple extra up in the vehicle too. I went with just a regular one that has like well, these ones here on this one, she's not going to be the fastest unless she leaves them open. I guess it all depends on her. 210 rounds, average loadout, 6 mags, and 1 in the weapon. Yeah, okay, so 6 and 1. 6 times 31, yeah. 1 so that's 210 rounds. Yeah, 210. Yeah, what was I just saying? Yeah, so that's probably pretty basic for her. Now you're gonna run around with this stuff. The ones I have, I've got some that hold 3, and some that hold 2. I was putting them onto my bags a lot of the time too. I can connect them to that if I wanted more on my left side, or bring them up a little bit on me. And if I had to run around with the 17, I'd probably want to make it somewhere. So I don't know. That would probably still get in the way too. I've never really done that. I haven't really thought about that whole situation. It would just suck. The whole situation would suck if I'm running around with this stuff on 24/7 and it was Mad Max-ish. That would just suck. I would just not be a happy person. But as far as magazines go, I mean, there's no reason why not to have. Yeah, it would. Yeah, you'd just be sweating all the time. There's no way. It'd be wintertime. You'd be walking around sweating, right? You got how many hundreds of. That thing is right in my way. You have so many hundreds of rounds on you, you're carrying them. And then the AR mags, they're not too bad, really filled up. I got P mags. Most of them are all P mags. They're like a half a pound or something full. So it's not like you're carrying a ton of extra weight. I'm telling you, by like 12 hours in, or say you couldn't go to bed because stuff was just so crazy and you really had to stock up on something like this, and you had to just stay up, and you weren't in one spot and you had to just watch over a spot, and that would be rough. That would be rough. I prefer not to have to deal with any of that stuff, but yeah, so if they carry 7, yeah, it was 7. That's what I thought. It was 7, and that's not all too much weight, but that's what, 3.5 pounds just in mags and ammo. It all adds up after a while. Yeah, it took a toll on me the first time I went out there. That was different for me. I went out with a full rifle. It was a rifle course, and it was not the first course that they had. It wasn't like a basic. It was the next one up. I talked to him quite a bit because I kind of wanted to see where that was at. Where I was at or where I would fit into there, and they were real nice people over there. They were real nice. Everybody was nice. I had a good time. There was a lot of people there that were pretty cool and everything. And so I took it was like a foundational course. So it was like a step up from the basic. That was my very first course, professionally paid for and everything. And they have low light courses. They have, but like everything's filled up this year. And then they have like shoot and cover courses, and everything I'm hearing from the instructor I've got right now, and actually the SWAT team guy told me a couple times too. A lot of the different companies have like a shoot and cover thing, cover and concealment, and shooting from all different angles and stuff. Well, we have a setup kind of like that we practice with already, and I keep hearing from them that a lot of them are a lot alike, shooting from different things. But the thing is, every time you get to go to a different person, like eventually, I was talking, I think I said something about it on one of the last live streams. Eventually, I'd like to go train with like Reed Hendricks. Okay, well, he's got a level 1 and a level 2, and well, his level 1 is going to be different than Warrior Poet's level 1. So I'd like to do both. I'd like to do level 1 and a level 2 because I think they both have like a 1 and a 2, and they're both like 2-day courses or something like that. And really, when you think about it, I mean, it's kind of expensive. The ammo part's rough because like was it Warrior Poet? I don't remember which one I looked up. It was like $550 or something like that. One of them two, I can't remember which one it was, or maybe they were both around the same price. So you get to train with them, which would be pretty cool, and you got to bring 1,000 rounds. So now you're like, oh, 550, and what we were just talking about it earlier, we're gonna pay $700 for a case of ammo to go down, and you're like, oh man, you could get it as long as you get it with the free shipping, but yeah, and everyone has their own approach to things. The ammo costs, worst part now, and of course, cheap in comparison to the ammo. Yeah. When I went over the summer, it was all stuff that I had, like $5 a box or whatever it was then, and a box of 20 or whatever, and that was a 400 round class, so it wasn't quite that halfway. And they had they wanted you to be paying attention to your ammunition. You were held accountable for every round, and it was ammo. I forget how they said it, but I don't know. You get to learn a little bit from each one. You had to make sure that you had enough ammo for everything. So they would tell you like this drill we're gonna do 1 round. Next drill we're gonna do 3 rounds, and then they had some that were like 3, 5, 10, or 15. It doesn't matter to me. Put them on there or whatever. So on a lot of those, I was trying to shoot to a point where I would have the recoil. I didn't want to just go bang bang because they were all fast shots. So you go bang bang bang. So I was trying to do 3 to 5 rounds or something like that. And then some people were dumping a whole magazine on that. I'm just thinking to myself, and that was like right after stuff was just starting to get built up. That was it, June, July, something like that. So now the guys that I'm with training right now is the certifications to become an instructor is a little bit different. So now they put you through the different courses and they show you how to teach the courses. So I actually be teaching, doing some of the rifle teaching now this upcoming weekend. Not this weekend coming up, no, the weekend after. I'll be doing more of that. This weekend's a pistol, like I said, assistant for the carry concealed class, which we've helped out before. Gives you some extra experience and stuff. I might end up going for some certification in that, but I'd like to get some more training with who knows what or when or where, or hopefully get a chance to. It's a constant improvement. I guess the constant improvement thing is pretty cool. And I got to set up. We got to set up our own level 1, our own level 2, and everything for ours, and then maybe shoot from cover type idea too. So I'd like to take that MDFI place that I went to over the summer. Like this year, like everything's mobbed. It's so busy right now. 10 million new people or something last year that ended up getting firearms. Now your classes are gone. Everything's full. And you get an alumni thing over there at the MDFI. So I'm alumni. I get a chance. That's pretty cool. Diversity and constant improvement. Yeah, I would really, yeah. That's pretty much what I want. And I did the same thing with the fighting too. I went and boxed with when I was younger. When I was still in New York, I went and boxed at KO Boxing down in Catskill because I ended up moving from downstate towards the capital in New York, and it was only about a 45-minute ride. And you get to go train down where Tyson was at. So there was still a lot of the old trainers there and stuff, so I got to train over there, and then I got to train down in Westchester County, so I got to mix it up and see what different styles were like with the it was actually Andrew Galata's sparring partner and stuff. So like, so every kind of training that I ended up doing, my old judo instructor, and it was nice too when I moved to Michigan. I ended up finding a judo instructor that was um, champion. He's well, I don't even know. He was always a state champ. Then nationals, he won all the nationals. He trained the Olympic team. I forget. There was two different seasons that he trained the Olympic team. And the guy's been all over the world doing judo and stuff. So it was real nice for the other guy that I trained with over in New York when I was younger. He had gone over to Japan, and he was going over to Japan a few months, almost every year for so many years. I know one time he went for over a year or something like that. And you know, so I got two different experiences with that. So it's same thing as what ended up happening. You know what I'm trying to do with the weapons too. I learned from my friends here. When I first got here, I got a little 22. It was like a SR, Ruger SR 22 or something, because I already had 22 ammo. Coming from New York, I didn't have, I didn't really have much stuff when I got here, and so I would just go out and try to practice with that. So every day after work, I try to go for like an hour and then just try to figure this thing out. I remember the first time I grabbed one, you know, like this, you know, you're holding it like this, you're like, woohoo, and boosh, you know, chunked me, because the first one I shot was not my own. It wasn't that one. It was like a Glock 19 or something. New York, yeah, I know. Oh, I should have left out. I was born in Michigan, and my dad's a preacher man, so he goes and starts churches and does all this stuff. Well, he was born in Queens. My mom was born in Minnesota, and they landed in Michigan. So we were born in Michigan, and I lived here, not here where I live now in Michigan, but I lived a couple hours from where I am right now. And I was six maybe, 6 or 7, something like that, and we moved to New York. And then I ended up meeting my wife there. We had daughters now, and I just said to myself, like, this state is getting so ridiculous. Nothing worse than this, but where to put you? Yeah, oh yeah, it chunked me. Oh, that was awesome. But yeah, we ended up leaving over there. They were just coming. I think that last year I was there, it was like 2013 I moved here, something like that. And the year before, they had just come up with like 3,000 new laws or whatever. It was basically just a way to tax everybody to death. That's about all it was over there. They were competing with who could tax each other quicker, New York or California. You know, we'll tax everybody out of this state, and they're just, and it's continued pretty much since I've left. And you see everybody leaving all those places right now. Like rent went down over in New York. So, oh man, ridiculous. I just seen a whole thing on that because, you know, like I said, I watched the stocks and stuff too. But yeah, that was fun learning the pistol kind of by myself in New York, East Coast, Cal. Yeah, pretty much. I still got most of my family that lives out there. Uncles, aunts. Uh, You know, they're all still my grandfather, my last grandfather's still out there, and they're all down by the city too. So they're getting. My grandfather, I forget what year it was that he purchased his house, and I think he had saved up almost all the cash to buy the house. He was a microbiologist, had the World Trade Center too, believe it or not. He was like a white hat, you know, walking through there when they were building the place. He's a Korean War vet. And he actually got into World War II, the end of World War II, and then went to Korea. And then so did my other grandfather, went to Korea also. But he bought his house, I want to say it was $24,000, and he's paying, oh man, it's more than half. So it's 60, it's about 70 or so percent of that right now he pays in taxes annually. I think they said if they knocked his house down, the little piece of land that would be there is worth like almost $2 million. And then he paid 24 grand for it or something, you know? Ouch, yeah, knocked the house off. So now he's, yeah, I don't know. I know maybe it was 16,000 a year he's paying for tax. I don't know. Somewhere around there, and he bought the house for 24. You're thinking to yourself, you got to be kidding me. Just wipe it out, Grandpa. Take the money and run. Come over here to Michigan. But he's like, no, no, no. Born here, gonna die here. One of them. And yeah, that's ridiculous. I forget where I was going with that. Yeah, I'm starting to lose it, guys. I'm starting to lose it. I've been on an hour and a half. It's good talk though. But yeah, New York. I'm over that. I haven't even really gone back to visit too much. I got a couple buddies that came out to visit me. That's how you can tell who your friends are. Someone who calls you after you've moved. And it was kind of nice coming here because I got to pick and choose who I wanted for a friend. And that's huge because it's not the people that you kind of grew up with your whole life. So you know everybody down the street, everybody down that street. And I lived in what a mess. What a mess. Now, whatever. Now I got a couple friends. I like it that way. Quite a few acquaintances, but a couple friends. It was a nice needed change to get out of that place. Wow. There's just so much stuff you couldn't do, and you come here, you're like, whoa, I'm allowed to do that? Sign me up, man. I'm gonna do that. But yeah, it's good. Hopefully everybody does good this week with everything, whatever it is. Financial, anything. I hope everybody has a good week instead of all this negative and all this stuff that's been going on. I hope me getting out of New York made everybody else happy. Well, I think I'm gonna let you guys go. I don't even know what time it is. I know it's an hour and a half. It has to be 11:30ish or something like that. But it was good talking. I definitely like talking. You guys have great conversation. And I used to live in Maryland. New York bad, but yeah, that's true too. That's true too. I never know. I might end up. We were talking too. If everything gets too crazy, and places like Texas are gonna secede or something like that. I don't even know if you can. I know. I thought it said you could in your Constitution. Yeah, much more enjoyable. Yeah, but moving to Texas, I was thinking about it. You guys don't have that crazy weather like we do here too. Man, it was cold tonight. It was only like 28 degrees or something when I came in, but it was like stuff was starting to frost on the ground and the wind was kind of blowing. It was just enough to go, Texas would be nice, but you probably sweat to death in the summer, but I'd rather sweat than freeze. I don't know. Everybody's like, oh no, but in the winter you can just take layers off. You'll be fine. I'm like, I never take layers off in the winter. I look like that kid from Christmas Story. Like this. Yeah, friend sent me an email group, Texas exit group. Oh boy. Yeah, and you see all the people, and you guys it's kind of rough down. It's got to be kind of rough down there. We got everybody going from California and New York to Texas. The heat and extreme cold. Yeah. It'd be easier to find shade for me than I. Yeah, I would too. That's definite. That's a definite for me. Oh man. Well, I think I'm gonna let you guys go. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for talking. I'll try to do this again. I don't know that I'll be able to tomorrow evening, and if I do, it'll probably be about this time. Coming from Cali to here, yeah, I know. That's rough. You don't want it to turn into California down there. Yeah, that would be my issue with that. I know up here in Michigan, we got a really, really blue state. There was like a dot here and a dot there, and I think like a dot or two, and like the whole rest. And like, oh no, up on the Upper Peninsula, I think there was a dot up there too. I'll make a quick thing. I was at work making a joke. I don't have like a shop rag right now, like the red shop rags. And I put a couple different little blue dots about where they were on there. I was like, hey, check out my blue rag. Everybody's like, blue rag? I said, you better look a little closer. It's a blue rag. Yeah, showed it off. Too many for wrong side. Yeah, it was close this year. And everything. I can't say too much about that on here. But yeah, that's why I was doing that kind of stuff. I was messing with everybody. But you guys have a good night. And I'll be on. I don't know. I might even pop on tomorrow evening, but I don't even think I'm gonna be back tomorrow until 10 or 11 at night either. It's the big cities, Dallas, Houston, Austin. Yeah, That's what it is here too. Detroit, I forget what they said, like 4 times, not the registered voters, but 4 times the amount of people that live there voted or something. I don't know, something ridiculous. That just ruins the whole state with like the biggest city in the state. It's not the capital, but it's the biggest city in the state. But you guys have a good night. Everybody stay safe. I'll make an attempt for tomorrow, or maybe even if not tomorrow, I might be able to pop on there Sunday. And if we get that 308 video, maybe I could get that thing on there. It's a bolt. It's weather bee. It looked pretty nice. Yeah, probably be as long as I get notification. Yeah, I can. I was thinking about doing. I did it the one night. I posted up like live stream tonight at 8 o'clock or something. But I'm always not knowing exactly when I'm gonna be back, depending on what it is and what. I might try to pop something up there and say like 11 o'clock tomorrow night or 10 o'clock tomorrow night, and then Sunday I'll have a little bit better time. I might be able, if I don't pop a video up, regular video instead of a live stream, I might be able to do well, I could probably pop a video up and do a live stream. It really wouldn't matter, eh? But I'll probably pop something up there on Sunday too. And I don't know if you guys are too much into the fighting stuff or if I should just keep it to the firearms. But I might even throw one of those videos. I got to go through it. I just need some free time, really. But Sunday evening, I think I'm supposed to be back by 4 or 5 o'clock, something like that. So I might have a better chance. I know the following weekend is like I'm going to be out of town. I got 6 hour Saturday morning class, and then test and everything. And then after that, I've got 10 hours. I'm partial to firearms, but I'll talk about whatever. Sounds good. Yeah, me too. I would prefer to talk about the firearms. Yeah, me too. But yeah, so next weekend I got the 6 hour test, and then 6 hour, then a test, then a 10 hour. That's my Saturday night, and I'm going a few hours away for the training, and so I'll probably be crashed out in a hotel that night, and then the next day is like another 10 hour day on a Sunday. So like that's like the rest of my cram for most of everything I need to do. But yeah, we'll be in touch. I'll be on. If you guys see anything ever or have any idea. Oh no, battery's dying. Oh yeah, we've been on a while. Battery's dying. If you guys ever have a question or ever have an idea or anything, I go through pretty much the comments on everything. So I'll get a notification from a video from 3 years ago. Get a video 3 years ago, or the last video I just did, or whatever you want. Be like, hey, I had an idea, blah blah blah, and then I'll hit you back, and then what I'll try to do too is before I do live stream, I can try to post up in that community tab, because I think you get it on the notifications, because that's usually where I get from other people. I mean, I watch quite a few prepper channels and stuff like that, and then all the gun channels like the T-Rex Arms. Man, that kid is quick. That kid's got the round count though, man. I don't know. Now obviously he's all blown up now, but he shot a lot of rounds. That dude. That dude's just like ping 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 ping. Oh man, so jealous. I wish I could do that all the time. I just gotta start making more cash a different way. Yeah, that kid is quick. He's quick. But all right, guys, have a good night, and we will see you if not tomorrow, Sunday. So everybody be careful out there and don't get wrapped up in any crowds or anything. So have a good night. Thanks for watching.